It's no secret that MetaZoo isn't what it used to be. The game isn't as popular as it once was. There's been so many fans that have come and went that I couldn't even begin to count them all. Over time, a lot of people just lost faith or moved on. But this journey MetaZoo's had us on hasn't necessarily been all sunshine and roses. The ones who are still here, the ones who stuck around, these people, the community that we do have, these people are built different. These people are the ones who are keeping this magic alive.
What's up, everyone? I'm your host, Zealous TCG, and I'd like to welcome you to my second MetaZoo community project, Project Trick or Treat. Project Trick or Treat is part 2 in a series I like to call D.T.A.S. Some of you may be familiar with what D.T.A.S is, but if you're not, well, then you're in for a treat. D.T.A.S stands for Don't Tell a Soul. The reason I call it D.T.A.S is because I contact community members behind the scenes, and the main rule is simple. Don't tell a soul. I put forth the effort of creating these videos for a couple of reasons. To make people feel included, and to do what I can at giving this community I love a chance at having a voice. And for the people who actually decide to participate in these projects, they're going to get their own exclusive promo customized with their name on it. But I believe that's enough for me talking. Let's give our community a chance to talk. Starting out with question number 1. What is your name?
Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's Jimmy Jones TCG here.
Most deaf, it's MetaZoo Bokeh.
Hey MetaZoo community, it's Smembot, the Smemcaster here.
Boys! So my first name is Lordy, and my last name is Cardboard.
What's up, everybody? I am TMX, also known as Tony, also known as Anthony.
My name is Nora, but I go by MetaZoo Maniac on YouTube.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Bunnyman Productions, and I make mostly MetaZoo gameplay content and collecting content.
What's up, y'all? DVD19.
Hey, what's up? Al with Shimshad Collectibles. How's it going?
What's going on, guys? I go by Funkle Slunkin.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, KVDX Tokyo.
What's going on, everybody? Gamers Complex here.
I go by Layered World.
Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, I'm Angela.
But we're better known online as MetaZoo News.
I feel like question 2 is just as essential as question 1, and that would be,
How long
have you been collecting MetaZoo? So I've been buying since first edition.
I've been collecting MetaZoo since the very first holiday set.
Since the end of 2021, I think.
So I've been collecting MetaZoo about 3-4 years now.
I've been collecting MetaZoo for about a year and a half now.
I've been collecting MetaZoo since about maybe the end of Seance.
I've been collecting Old Zoo since early 2021.
I started dabbling with MetaZoo after CN2 came out.
I've been collecting MetaZoo for 4 years.
I have been collecting MetaZoo since 2021, since the release of CN1.
After he got really interested, he started showing me the cards, and I was like, okay, I want to try as well. So I started collecting around Seance, trying to collect the Hateful Eight. We're working on that. We currently have 1.
Question 2. Yek do say 3 years I've been collecting MetaZoo.
I think I've been collecting MetaZoo for almost a year.
I have been collecting actively since 2022.
I've been collecting MetaZoo since roughly 2021.
I believe it was around December of 2020, 2021, 1 of the 2 years.
But a CN1 spellbook, I don't want to look at what I paid.
My first purchase was on eBay February 17th, 2022.
For New Zoo, on release in March.
I actually started seriously collecting around like the Wilderness release. I got super into Wilderness.
Smokey Bear and Bigfoot is what pulled me into the Wilderness.
I got a long ways to go, and with Meta2 here now, we're getting so much new MetaZoo cards. It's fantastic.
I did go to Fort Lauderdale, got the booster boxes, started ripping, got the alpha demo deck, started ripping, Great time overall.
I've been collecting the new MetaZoo after the relaunch. Pretty heavy.
I really got more personally involved in collecting as well as gameplay with MetaZoo's rebirth.
But I didn't actually start opening like packs or collecting single cards until I started my YouTube channel, which was about a year ago, maybe a year and a half.
We actually went on a small journey through Houston to try to find some places that had CN2 booster boxes. We found one.
I would buy all of Rudy's kits. That was probably one of the reasons why it got so big.
Hopefully we can do this forever, baby.
Now that we know who's in Project Trick or Treat and how long they've been collecting, I really wanted to know
what dark
creepy cryptid
Caught your eye
From the old
MetaZoo.
It's actually quite a few dark, creepy cryptids that caught my eye during old MetaZoo.
I think my answers here are going to be similar to a lot of other people.
Obviously, the ones from Nightfall stand out.
The first MetaZoo creepy dark card that really just made me go, ooh wee, had to been the Headless Annie. When I saw that card, I was like, yo, that card is dope. It's amazing. It's creepy. Amazing work. Shout out to Seb on that. That is beautiful artwork.
Honestly, with number 3, there's way too many to list.
I would say the Dover Demon.
Definitely Walking Sam. Walking Sam reminds me of Freddy Krueger, and I love Nightmare on Elm Street.
Walking Sam.
Wendigo is up there on the list.
Boogeyman, Injured Cold.
For me, Bloody Mary, Walking Sam, Gluttony.
I really like Bunny Man, of course. That's my all-time favorite.
I'd probably say Bunnyman, John King materialized.
And I like Bunnyman as well.
To be honest, Grim Reaper was one of my favorite.
Familiar. Grim Reaper.
Grim, love Grim. He's back there.
Gonna have to be the Possessed Aura. Wonderful, beautiful, purple, full of faces, creepy faces.
I'll give you guys some of the obvious answers. Mothman, Wendigo.
For me, as a kid from West Virginia, the Mothman, of course, immediately caught my eye.
The characters that really caught my eye with old MetaZoo would have been Bigfoot and Mothman.
It was the Mothman was number one, obviously.
I honestly didn't know that it was such a well-known like myth or legend out there in the world.
Grim Reaper, Old Scratch.
Headless Horseman, of course.
Sinister Shadows. Obviously Wendigo. Huggin' Molly.
Awful. Edgar from Seance.
Hatman, Hag of Detroit, Permanent Possession, and Bunnyman.
All the Mothmans are really the best.
Just growing up in that area, you think this is just some crazy story that your family tells you, but to see it be real and see it have so many people love the Mothman, it just like endeared me immediately to MetaZoo.
Jersey Devil, I love playing the card because you had to make the creepy noise every time you use them. It was like,
Boo Hag, Black Mass, and Grim Reaper.
For me, when I started seeing the artwork of Chibi Mothman, I was really captivated because I enjoy that art style so much. So when I saw that, I knew this was a game that I'd like to be a part of.
Oh, Headless Coal Miner is pretty sweet. I like that guy.
Old Scratch, Wendigo.
And Wendigo. Wendigo is a really important one for me. I don't know, there's something about it that really caught my eye.
And the Wendigo. The Wendigo was definitely a little creepy, but the artwork was pretty nice as well.
So that and Wendigo, huge Wendigo fan, love collecting Wendigo, so very excited to see Wendigo back.
And Wendigo were the ones that stuck out the most. Those were the ones I really liked. Injured Cold just looks creepy as...
And I bet there's probably some common uncommons. Not Deer, Ghost Deer, those ones are pretty cool.
Wendigo, Huggin' Molly.
And also Hatman. He reminds me of Sleep Demon or something. He's awesome.
Houston Batman and Ozark Howler.
Bunnyman. Injured Cold.
And the next one's gonna have to be the one and only Black Mass. That card is so dope.
Those are the characters that really hooked me and reeled me in.
There's a couple others.
I might be forgetting something, but those are the basic ones.
Definitely looking forward to seeing what they include in this next set, Secret Shadows.
And another creepy cryptid that I'm really fond of is Bigfoot. It's not that dark, not that creepy, but it could be.
Now we know which spooky cryptids caught our community's interest. That brought me to...
Question 4.
Which 4 cryptids
would I like to see
featured on the booster box?
Oh, I don't know. Give me a second. Give me a second to think.
I love this question, by the way.
So for me, I think that it should be one creature featured on the booster box.
I'd love to see like the big four, kind of like a nod to OG Zoo.
Oh, that's a tough call. Should have thought about these questions before I started filming.
I don't think that there should be 4 different ones. I think it should just be a Mothman. Mothman is the heart of MetaZoo. I think the Mothman should just be on the entire box.
So I don't think they should put Mothman on the box again.
Granted, the question is asking 4.
So you got your Mothman, Wendigo, Headless, and Grim Reaper. So seeing all 4 of those would be
And I think a couple of the obvious choices of the Grim.
I think Grim Reaper would look nice on a booster box.
Of course, the Grim.
Grim Reaper.
It's the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
I can see Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
You gotta have the Grim Reaper because it just says a lot about where else this artwork can go with that.
Grim Reaper, for sure.
Obviously Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Wendigo?
Definitely Wendigo.
So I would say Wendigo.
Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
Wendigo, I think, is almost a must include.
I think having Wendigo on there is a must.
Wendigo, I feel like Wendigo is like a fan favorite.
Chains of Old Scratch, Walking Sam, Grim Reaper, and Wendigo.
And of course you got Wendigo. Who doesn't love Wendigo? You gotta have Wendigo. That's just standard.
I'd like to see a Mothman. Mothman's always good. Wendigo's good.
Mothman.
Mothman.
Old Scratch.
Old Scratch.
Cold Scratch. I would also like to see Injured Cold.
Bunnyman.
Bunnyman.
I'd love to see a Bunnyman on there.
Bunnyman is, I just want to see as much as possible.
Awful.
Jersey Devil.
The Wood Devil from Coos County is always a good one. I'm out in the woods.
What I really want is for Momo to make a return.
Ravenmocker.
Boogeyman.
Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman, because Headless Horseman is one of my favorites.
The Headless Horseman.
And Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman's good. Headless Coal Miner's good.
And Walking Sam.
Walking Sam, the purple in that, I just think that's so eye-catching. Walking Sam is such an interesting, dope-looking cryptid.
And as the Pie-Saw bird, that bird just looks so cool.
And then I thought of the Shadow People.
And the werewolf, those just seem classic and what could be expected for that set.
So I know the Shadow People's not the most exciting cryptids, but I just think the way those cryptids look, it's just another kind of pleasing, like, hey, come approach this box, you know, like it's not too, you know, alarming, but also captures your attention.
I think that we're all probably waiting for those characters to come back.
That would be an awesome box.
We'll see what they do. They'll probably have a mix of stuff, like maybe like Black Cat or other, like, not as creepy cryptids, but we'll see.
In my opinion, y'all had some solid choices. But if you didn't know, the Alt Art Booster Box has been one of the biggest grails upon MetaZoo's re-release. So, I had to ask.
If the upcoming Dark set
has an Alt Art box,
which artist
do I want
that box to feature?
It's really hard to pick a favorite with the artists because there are so many talented artists.
I was thinking about this for a bit.
I have the same answer that a lot of people have, what I've heard, and that is the artist Seb.
I think the obvious choice for the featured artist on the alt box
Another artist that I also really enjoy
is Sebastian.
Is Seb.
I think his artwork's great. It's dark, fits the part.
Yeah. Seb did a really cool sneaky hollow from base set, and I think that would just go into the theme so well.
I have to go with Kelsey Ticino.
So for me, one of my absolute favorite artists just of all time is Kelsey.
So most people are thinking, well, it's probably going to be Kelsey.
I think Seb would just be the absolute perfect choice to create an alt box for the dark set. As I said, he's done amazing work on like my beloved card Headless Annie.
I'm a big fan of the alt art boxes. I know there's a lot of controversy about the alt art boxes, but I really like them.
Probably none other than Poncho. I know he did a lot of
Poncho. It has to be Poncho.
Dark artwork for the old zoo, so it would make sense to keep that going for new.
My two favorites are Poncho and Yates.
I think Poncho is a very good dark artist.
Feature, I know everyone's probably going to say Poncho.
I think most people thinking the dark set, they're going to think, I want the alt art box to be done by Pancho. Pancho is the legend of the dark stuff, right?
But he did do the one with the shadow rares.
And I think that's great. But he already got a set, right?
I think the alt art boxes go a long way to creating another level of collectability for a trading card game.
But I have a little twist on it. And my little twist is something that I think is just going to add a lot of value to MetaZoo as a company.
But with Torrential Tides, there's a few standout cards for me, and they were all done by
Kate Becker.
Kate Becker.
She is truly a woman of many talents, including cosplaying as the Frogman.
I love Lynn Frogman.
She did a great job at Collecticon doing that, signing 1,000 cards in what must be 1,000 degrees.
I fully agree. We got to know Kate a little bit better at Collecticon, but definitely I enjoy the art style that Kate comes up with.
But I think my third, if I had to pick a third,
the most underappreciated, the most underrated OG MetaZoo artist, and
it would probably be Isaac Skyley.
Isaac.
So this is art from Isaac. All right, my focus isn't super great.
Isaac's been around forever.
It's a silly little webcam, but we'll go with Isaac. That's a good pick.
I think he was held back by the old zoo. If you see some of his artwork that he can do outside of the zoo, it's incredible. And I think he deserves his time to shine.
If not Pancho, I think there's one other artist that I would really, really like to see, just to see like what they would do.
I'm more into playing the game.
I wanted to involve the community, the people that...
than collecting it.
And I think it would be very dope if we, included like an artist from the community, because there's so many dope artists within the community.
But I think that having a collectible element is important.
But hear me out.
Kelsey would be cool, but I'd really love to see Lily do it.
I think it would be dope if, someone like Seb, he's in charge of it.
She's definitely my personal favorite artist.
But you get someone to also be involved in the community. Someone like KBX Tokyo, who does amazing street art.
And all the work she's ever done, for me has always been amazing, 10 out of 10.
And I think it would just be so dope if like KBX Tokyo and had him work underneath Seb.
My pick for artist that I want to see do an alt art box is...
and just create this awesome alt box that is just kind of like...
John Gagney, actually.
Pays tribute to the community because you have the community involved, but you also have...
hasn't done that much art for the new MetaZoo, but he's done the alt Rainbow Crow.
Our loved MetaZoo artist, still, running it.
The super rare Sun Wukong in base set, as well as the super rare Pele.
But I just think something like that would just, mean a lot to us.
I think he has a really unique art style that would look super cool on an alternate art booster box.
And just show like how tuned in MetaZoo is to its community.
And if he doesn't get the chance to do this dark set alternate art booster box, and if they keep doing those, I think his style on a cosmic alt art booster box would look incredible.
Umeshu Lovers is the name of the artist.
I would say Lily McKay.
And if you guys don't know who the artist is, it's basically the artist that did the Loveland Frogman Hidden Rare for Torrential Tides, and that card is phenomenal.
So, if the ownership thinks that the alt box is getting in the way of the people that want to play the game, then do away with it. If they think it adds value to the collectability of the game, keep it. Kind of impartial, but I'd like to see it again.
I really do wonder if there's going to be an alt art booster box, and if so, who's the artist going to be? But now that we know what they want on the outside of the box, that led me to ask...
name 3
cryptids you want to see
as a hidden rare.
The 3 cryptids I would love to see as a hidden rare would be...
I mean, it's got to be the...
Well, number 1, I definitely have to do Bunnyman as a hidden rare.
Well, I think...
Bunnyman.
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 Totally Bunnyman.
Bunnyman would be another good one.
I want to see Bunnyman. He's as dark as they come.
I think Wendigo. Those 2 would be good.
Wendigo.
Now, I do have to say you got to have Wendigo.
Definitely Wendigo. Everybody loves a Wendigo.
I would like to see a Wendigo as a hidden rare. I also think that's a mandatory inclusion.
I would love to see Wendigo as a hidden rare.
I'm gonna give you the same answer. Wendigo, Grim Reaper, awful.
That's expected. People want
Wendigo, Jesus.
Probably be Wendigo. I just feel like that's almost like the dark mascot in MetaZoo.
Wendigo. Wendigo as a hidden rare is the correct choice.
I think with a smaller set, I'm curious if they're going to have more on the hidden rare side with the smaller set.
Collaboration artwork with the cards, where you pull in, you have that panorama, artwork connection, and that would have to be
Definitely
the Grim Reaper.
Grim
has to be there.
Probably Grim Reaper.
I would love to see Grim Reaper.
Grim has to be there. That's like a no-brainer.
Grim Reaper is definitely one of my favorite cryptids. I would love to see Grim Reaper as a hidden rare.
Okay, Grim Reaper, of course, with who else but
an Old Scratch, basically the devil guy.
I think if they could bring back an Old Scratch, that would be amazing.
Oh, Scratch.
I would love to see those as hidden rares. I think the artwork would be phenomenal.
Such a popular, cool cryptid that I would love to see included as a hidden rare.
You gotta have Grim and Old Scratch as the connecting panorama artwork cards because, first of all, them two, they kind of work in the same field if you think about it, and that would just be an absolute amazing, dope connection artwork cards working dual together like that. Grim and Old Scratch as the hidden rare panorama.
We just really never gave this cryptid any justice necessary.
Walking Sam, I think, would be awesome. We've seen his presence in convention packs already, so I think the dark set's prime time for him.
Chupacabra. Chupacabra was, in our lifetimes, has been one of the most famous cryptid, and they really have not gotten down to art right. I'll be honest with you. I love all of them. They're not quite the Chupacabra. I think that we can really nail it in this set.
Jersey Devil, Headless Horseman, again, because one of my favorites, and the Salem Witches.
And then I think it would be cool for the art. Just think about the hidden rare and how good the art is for those, for Dark Watchers to make an appearance there. I think they could do some really fun, cool art styles with that concept.
Fresno Nightcrawlers, Grafted Monster.
For me, 3 completely different ones.
Bloody Mary. I think Bloody Mary would make an insane hidden rare.
The first one is Sheep Squatch. I just think the interpretation and the artwork could be really cool.
Huggin' Molly would be a good one.
So you got those 3. I'd love to see it because you can't go wrong with it. It's gonna look sick as an alt art. It'll look even cooler as a hidden rare.
Hatman, Edgar Case.
Bathe the Blue Ox. Okay? Come on.
A dark and scary
dark
creature.
babe.
So if we could see Headless.
I mean, even Black Aggie would be a good one.
And definitely the Black-Eyed Children.
And finally, the Medford Shrooms.
Yeah.
Medford Shrooms dark art.
Okay. That could be very cool. Mm-hmm. I gotta give it to you. The Medford Shrooms is a hidden rare that could be pretty sick.
I'm about it.
I don't know how much of a difference you could do from alt to hidden with those, though, in terms of like color scheme, but it'd be cool to see some different variances, not like same colors for the hidden and alt. But it'd be pretty wild if those were the alt arts.
Hidden rares are super sick, but not always the easiest to hit. I thought that MetaZoo knocked the legend rares out of the park, so I had to ask.
Name 3 cryptids
you would like to see
as the legendary rare. If you don't know, the legendary rares are reprints of art from past sets that will be done in the next set so that you can get that same card again, but then also in a different rarity. So the Torrential Tide set had like Phoenix and had the Mothman. It had cards from the base set.
I'd probably go a little more obscure and pick Chupacabra.
I'd say Boogeyman.
Boogeyman.
Either Boogeyman or
I think we're going to see Grim as a legend rare.
Grim Reaper.
Definitely Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper. I think any of those characters would lend themselves really well to that very unique black and white style that the legend rare cards have.
So legend rare. I'm curious if they're going to have legend rares in the dark set.
Headless Annie. Without a doubt, Headless Annie needs to be a legendary card. I got a few reasons why. First reason is
I'd like to see a Bigfoot in the Legend Rare.
The Bigfoot. And this is why I'm telling you the Bigfoot. I think it should be an ongoing joke to continue to reprint Bigfoot.
Definitely Wendigo.
Wendigo?
I think we're just gonna see Wendigo as a legend rare.
I gotta say Wendigo.
Wendigo's awesome.
The Wendigo should have like a 3-star rarity, a legendary rare, and a hidden rare. I think the Wendigo deserves that. Along with the Grim Reaper. I think the Grim Reaper should have three different arts in the set as well.
You know, you make Headless Annie a hidden rare, I may never get the opportunity to get that card. But as a legendary card, I could possibly pull it.
I think Headless Coal Miner would look really cool.
And I think Walking Sam would be nice as a legend rare.
Sinister Shadows and Injured Cold.
And the Houston Batman.
I think with legend rares, you really want to include super playable cards.
Interesting.
And awful.
Black Cat.
And also, Headless Annie already has like that silver look to it, so I just think she would just fit in very well as a legendary card, and of course I just want it.
I'd like to see a Wood Devil.
I gotta say, I'd love to see Sewer Alligator. I just love Sewer Alligator in general, so I think that looks sick in the kind of black and grayscale.
To bring back the Dover Demon, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. So I think that would look great as one of those black and white style legend rares.
I agree. But I still have 3 very different choices.
That's a trend here, folks.
I think Chupacabra. I didn't forget about the Chupacabra. Chupacabra is another one of my favorite cryptids.
So my favorite cryptid of all time.
And so I think Loch Ness Monster is a very playable card.
Gotta give it to Hatman, Edgar Case, and Totally Bunny Man.
Is Lady Luck. So I would love to see Lady Luck featured as a legend rare.
Pachong. This is a cryptid from Jakarta. I don't know if anyone's heard of this cryptid, but what it is...
A Griddle Greaser Pete would be really cool.
It's when family buries a family member that's passed away. They wrap them up in this white sheet and they put a knot, around the top of their head, around their neck, and at the bottom of their feet.
Ravenmocker.
And what happens is they bury them, and then with 40 days, they unbury them and they open up the sheet so their spirit can move on.
And then you got Gassian Ditha, which, self-explanatory, fire dragon, sick as hell.
I'm trying to think.
But if the family doesn't come back within that 40 days, the idea, the lore is that it rises from the grave.
I'm a Momo stand. Momo's coming in hot.
And it seeks out the first living human being that it sees, and it wants you to hug it.
I'd like to see Bunny Man as a legend rare.
And that's a way for it to do some creepy stuff, I guess. So look into that. But
I'd probably go with one of the air cryptids, maybe a Van Meter Visitor.
Van Meter Visitor.
Salem's Witch.
And I love that we're doing international cryptids now.
And finally, I think artwork could be really cool for Lady of the Lake.
Oh, yeah.
Throwback.
Very nice.
For another legendary cryptid, which this isn't actually a cryptid, but it's related to a cryptid.
Or maybe a Rainbow Crow. I think those would be cool.
I did have another one written down, Kushtaka. I also love that cryptid as well. It's pretty cool.
Would be the Instamatic 174 camera. This is the camera that was used to capture the Loch Ness Monster.
The artwork that they did in the art was amazing, so I'm sure they can make a legend look dope as hell.
I would love to have that camera in a legendary card because it's already like an antique camera, a relic, and it would look so dope if it had the format of the legendary card style. I would love that personally. Of course, that's just for me as being a photographer / filmmaker, a camera with a TCG card with all that full hello. I would just love that.
Question 8 is personally something I'd really love to see done to a MetaZoo box again in the future. And that's...
Do you think
we'll see holographic
or glow in the dark
booster boxes?
I sure hope so.
What? Glow in the dark, no. Holographic, eventually, yes.
I absolutely think we could get a full hollow glow in the dark box.
I understand that the printing And the capabilities of manufacturing trading cards right now is super stressed because the whole market is insane.
No.
I wouldn't mind seeing it at all.
99% chance that they do that for the alternate boxes.
Make the alternate box like full hollow and glow in the dark features just plastered all over it.
In my opinion, yes.
If we're not about to see them,
If MetaZoo drops the ball,
GQL, get on it.
It'll be crazy.
It's not just going to happen because they decide to do it. It's going to happen that the way that we've been getting them to do a lot of things.
So I could see there being some holdups with manufacturing.
We speak up, they hear our voices, the community speaks out to MetaZoo, and then MetaZoo answers back with making changes. They've already done this several times. So yes, I think we can get it, but we have to come together as a community.
I don't think that's really necessary for the standard traditional booster boxes.
Now I need a glow in the dark booster box.
I think definitely
like a necessity
glow in the dark is the way to go for me too.
I think the idea of a holographic or glow in the dark box for the next set is not my cup of tea.
I think just save the. I call it a gimmick. Save the gimmicks for the special phone boxes.
I think that it's kind of a gimmick to sell it.
Release it before Halloween with a glow in the dark box, but I also will understand if that's not the case.
I don't know if we'll get to see holographic or glow in the dark booster boxes.
I think that takes away from the art a little bit.
I don't think that we'll see holographic glow in the dark booster boxes for this upcoming set.
It's great to see something sit on your shelf and kind of blind you and make you want to go see it. But I think that we have such great artists that are in MetaZoo that we should have the art speak.
I just get it. Everything is not possible all the time, and people need to be more realistic about what's going on here. This is a new company with a new product, and we're blessed to have 3 sets already released within 1 year of the bankruptcy.
I think it would be very cool if we do end up seeing something like that.
Or a glow in the dark cosmic booster box.
For glow in the dark, I feel like that would be really suitable for cosmic aura if we go back down the road of cosmic aura.
That would look incredible as well.
MetaZoo has already shown that they have listened to a lot of things that we have wanted as one, uniting together as one. So, yeah.
People need to put on their thinking caps and think about that for a minute. We should be happy and grateful and thankful. I see a lot of negativity and hate out there, and it's just pathetic.
If it stays with a darker color scheme, I don't think it's going to show off very well for a holo.
I think it just provides another element to go with the box theme.
Have the standard box also just have glow in the dark kind of highlights with like the branding, IP, text, and logo. So like MetaZoo.
And I think that the art itself needs to speak for itself, not anything else.
The Nightfall booster box, literally, hands down, the best booster box.
If we, make our voices heard and we can convince MetaZoo this is like something that we're going to invest in.
Because the booster box glows in the dark. I think it was the first time ever that there was a booster box made that glows in the dark.
Maybe glow in the dark would be fine. I think that would work. But in terms of like holo, I don't think it's going to show off very well.
Do I think it's going to happen? I'm not entirely sure, but it would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be so sick if there was at least some glow in the dark element.
Because I do understand it's a business at the end of the day.
They could capitalize on that, which I think they should.
I think the glow in the dark box was a great touch.
They have a love for TCGs, but it is a business. But if that's something we want, we all gotta voice their opinion on it.
But who knows?
But we never know.
And if they come through with it, we gotta do our part and get those glow in the dark booster boxes.
Yeah, if they don't do that, that's a huge miss, I think. I'm calling you out, Charlie. You better do it.
I don't think Charlie would drop the ball like that. I don't think. He's been doing really good lately, and I will give him credit for it. Him and the team has been doing phenomenal.
So if we have an alt art box, it's got to have a theme. We've had shadow rares, blossom rares. That led me to ask,
what theme
would you give
the dark boxes?
And examples are like shadow rares, blossom rares, skeleton rares.
I'll go with darkness rare. I don't know.
I think they should be called midnight rares.
Terra rare.
A black rose.
I wouldn't know.
Some sort of tokens in this set like we have in the previous 2 sets.
I think I would go as like a ghost rare.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing it look a lot like the Nightfall box.
I think Sinister Rares has a good sound to it.
I would like to call it 5150 rare.
I feel like because it's dark aura and it's coming out around Halloween, and considering some of the characters that I think we're going to be seeing with the new set.
It's just it's a term that, you know, like in the neighborhood that I come from, that we use to describe someone who's kind of being off.
Because I think what MetaZoo has already been bringing to the table has been more than enough.
I would give it a full moon rare theme.
So the Torrential Tides theme was cherry blossoms, and that was really close to my heart because my wedding featured cherry blossom.
I know Shadow Rare is kind of an unofficial name given to the base set promo, alternate art boost promos.
I think a black rose features the creepiness that we are expecting.
So I think like a skeleton rare actually does sound like a pretty cool name.
Graveyard rare, just have every single one have the background of a graveyard, I think would be pretty cool.
Maybe like an interpretation of like a cryptid's inner spirit, maybe, or just like a ghostly translucent style see-through cryptid.
They're not like perfectly all there. There might be something a little crazy about them, unstable.
He says an example is a skeleton rare. I'm not sure what a skeleton rare would look like, but it sounds...
Maybe a post-apocalyptic or just like a spooky, just all-around spooky.
It sounds like it would look pretty fire.
Coming from a science background, I would come up with a skeleton rare.
If there was like a new type of rarity to be added.
Meaning that you could see the anatomic insides of what the cryptid would look like.
And I think that this Black Rose is really classic. It's easy to draw. It's something that they could tie the whole set together in a very artistic way.
So yeah, skeleton rare. I'm not sure how that would look, but skeleton rare sounds really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not sure of how it would play out, but I would love to see a scary stories to tell in the dark theme.
But yeah. If anything, a skeleton rare.
So I kind of like the dark set, you know, like the dark set cryptids is not someone, you don't want to run into a dark set cryptid and put your trust in that. You know, they're going to be a little crazy.
Unfortunately, this last question kind of got ruined a little bit, but I still wanted to include it. And that's...
Last but not least,
what do you think
the set name will be?
Got some creative titles here.
This is my favorite question.
I've been bouncing around with a couple ideas.
Yeah, this one I thought about for like 5 minutes.
So I was here for about a good 30 minutes.
And I don't have
So we don't have a whole lot of history of...
Just wondering, like
how they want to name things.
What could be a good name?
I'm going to go with Twinkling Twilight.
Phantom Veil.
In photography, we have this term that's called detail in the shadows. I like that term.
Names I came up with were Haunted Horizons, Shadowed Shroud, or Dark Dominion.
It's going to be called Lurking Shadows.
I think it should be Night Watchers.
Just think about it. You know, the scary Halloween feel vibes.
Bonfire Scary Stories, Campfire Scary Stories, Creep Fest.
They have... It's base set and Torrential Tides.
I know those are weak, but here we go.
I like Torrential Tides, the name.
Urban Legends,
I just don't think it really fits for like a second set.
And then we have, my two favorite.
I feel like that's like an 8th or 9th set or something.
Nightmare on Zoo Street.
It's a longer name, so.
And Friday the Zooteenth, baby.
But for this set, we'll go with Advanced Darkness.
I don't have anything for it.
I don't know if anyone's going to get that reference.
I felt like it had to follow the same kind of alliteration that Torrential Tides has.
It would be cool to hear something like Shifting Shadows.
So that I like that. I like the name Detail in the Shadows.
And the old dark set was called Nightfall.
Eternal Eclipse, I think, is what I would go with.
So what I came up with.
Fortunately, MetaZoo has already graced us with some spoilers for the dark set.
Not sure if you guys are gonna like it. I kind of like it.
Well, the set name has been released.
To me, it just fits in. I don't know.
Well, I think at this point we know it's...
The name that I thought of was...
The name is Secret Shadows.
Secret Shadows.
Secret Shadows.
Paranormal Darkness.
which is great. I like it. I'm down with it. Torrential Tides, Secret Shadows, Base Tide. It's all good. I'm happy. I'm happy the new zoo's here. I'm positive. I'm optimistic. Look where I am. I got my Bigfoot spray, just in case a Bigfoot wandered up on me right now. I am in the middle of the forest.
Alright guys, if you made it this far, I'd really like to thank you for watching. To each and every person that decided to participate in Project Trick or Treat, thank you. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It takes me hours and hours to put these projects together, but links to each person will be down in the bio, and I'll see you guys in the future. Peace out.
Shout out to Zealous.
And as always, appreciate you again, Zealous.
Thank you so much, Zealous, for including me in this project.
Thanks again, Zealous TCG, for inviting me to be involved in Project D.T.A.S.
I had an absolute blast.
Thank you for doing this.
Shout out to the MetaZoo community.
And shout out to Zealous. Thank you so much, man, for having us on. We really appreciate being included in your project.
Yeah.
We appreciate you and you make the world a better place, so thank you so much.
It's always a good time.
I hope that everyone out there is just as excited as I am for the new release of Secret Shadows.
Base set and Torrential Tides have been amazing, and I can't wait for the dark set.
Alright, Zealous, that's all I got for you.
Alright, yo. I'll catch you all later. Peace.
Peace.
Deuces.
Thanks.
Bye.
Anything can happen. So let's just be positive. Let's be happy. I got this beautiful fresh air, blue sky. Life is good. Peace, y'all.
Zealous, I know this is your video, but I hope you leave this part of my video in your video, because I wanted to take this opportunity to give back to the MetaZoo community, because they are amazing, so dope. I want to take this opportunity to do a giveaway for a MetaZoo Revive Jersey Devil skateboard deck, because it's on par with the dark set, the Halloween theme, and you know, we're gonna give this out because that is what we do for each other all the time. The winner of the MetaZoo Revive skateboard Jersey Devil deck is Heartbeat PM. Congratulations, you deserve it. You are amazing MetaZoo content creator. I know it's very difficult to get your hands on MetaZoo product being all the way overseas, so I am very happy to be able to send you something like a Revive deck, which I'm very confident you're going to appreciate and love, and I love the opportunity to be able to help you get your hands on some MetaZoo product, and we all do. I know many people in the community have sent you stuff over the years, and I just want to also be part of that. You know, congratulations. You know, I'm going to need your help on how to figure out how to get this deck overseas to Norway. I don't really know how to do that, but we're going to figure that out together. Most def.